3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, this is Coop from GarageGymReviews.com, and today I have a special comparison for you, and that is between the Concept 2 rower, the reigning Supreme Champion, and the XEBEX rower. Let's get into it. If you follow the CrossFit games at all, you've probably seen the controversy that came out in the open. There was the XEBEX rower that was being used by a few people that got super high scores. They were really inflated, and CrossFit Games came out and said you can no longer use XEBEX rowers in any CrossFit open workouts, anything that you submit. Okay, well, XEBEX reached out to me and said they'd like me to do a comparison showing that the monitor they use on their XEBEX rower is the same or tracks very similarly to the monitor, the performance monitor PM5 that's used on the Concept 2 rower. What they're saying is the first model didn't track the same, but the second model, which is the one that we have in-house today, tracks the same. So what I'm going to do is we're going to run some basic tests showing the differences between the Concept 2 rower, the Model D, and the XEBEX rower, the AR2. So I don't want to take this whole video to talk about the differences between the rowers, but one of the big differences is the height between the Concept 2 Model D and the AR2 from XEBEX. The XEBEX is a little bit higher. It's more like the Model E from Concept 2. Other than that, they're very similar. They store weight a little bit differently, and one's made by Concept 2 and one's made by XEBEX. Okay, Concept 2 is known to have rowers that last forever. In fact, this is, in my opinion, the best rowing machine that's out there. Concept 2 in reality makes some of the best training equipment that's available. It lasts forever and it does really well. That's not to say XEBEX rower is, you know, bad or worse or anything like that. It's just in comparison, we've had a lot more meters that have been rowed on a Concept 2 by a lot more people to tell us that it's much more durable. That said, for the price, the XEBEX rower, it's a great rower. It's a little bit cheaper, and I haven't heard many people have issues, and I haven't had issues with my previous one. But let's go ahead and get into the actual comparisons. Okay, so I've got my world-class rowing friend, Devo. And he's going to go all out on the rower for 14 calories, which is what was done in the 18.3 workout. What we're going to do is we're going to first do it on the Concept 2 rower, get a time, and then we're going to do it on the XEBEX rower. Is this exact? No. Is this absolutely perfect? No, it's not. But this is the best way that we could come up with doing it. And that said, really, the reason CrossFit doesn't want this is because there was a big discrepancy. If there's not a big discrepancy, then there's not that big of an issue. See what I'm saying? So we'll go ahead and get into it. He's going to start on the Concept 2 rower. We're going to show him rowing and also show, I'll be holding the camera over the monitor so we can see the exact time. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so he just finished the row on the Concept 2 rower, 14 calories in right around 18 seconds. He's now going to give it a shot on the XEBEX rower. After a few minutes of rest, obviously, once he feels fully ready to go, then we're going to give it another shot.
A few minutes later.
3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so he just finished on the XEBEX rower. What we saw was it was right around the same time, 14 calories going all out, was right around 18 seconds. It may have been a little bit like milliseconds after, but he had also already done it on the Concept 2. But we want to make sure that, you know, everything is kosher. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same test on the same rowers in the same fashion, going all out, and we'll see what happens.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so I just finished rowing on the XEBEX rower and I got 19 seconds, 14 calories at a 10 damper rating. On the Concept 2 rower, 10 damper rating, I got 21 seconds, 14 calories. Okay, Devo got very similar numbers. In fact, the XEBEX rower actually was a little bit slower for him. So is it a foolproof method? No, it's not. But that said, in my opinion, I think they're close enough that there shouldn't be, that the XEBEX rowers shouldn't be disallowed from the CrossFit Open, the CrossFit Games, and the whole CrossFit season, okay? So really what I'm trying to say is they're pretty similar. There isn't that big of a difference between the way they track. The monitor on the first XEBEX rower, yes, but it also has a very completely different look to it, okay? So yes, the first model of the XEBEX rower, it shouldn't be allowed. But in my opinion, the second one should. That's what I think about it. Do what you want with it. Hopefully CrossFit, you know, has a rebuttal to it. Hopefully they say, you know, it should be allowed or decide why they shouldn't, but I'd like to hear it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Comment what you think about the two different rowers, and we'll see you next time. Peace.